Crafters can make chests. I've shown off this build before, but I thought it would be a good chance to go into more detail because someone specifically asked how to make chests. As with all single ingredient recipes, it's exactly the same setup. You just need to block out the right slots. The middle slot in this case, because as we're filling in items, we want to make chests. So the items won't go in there, but we'll make the chest recipe here. As they go in one at a time, they'll just keep filling in there. We can use a comparator to get a signal strength and see how many slots have items in them. Not necessarily how full it is, like most containers work with a comparator. This will check if a slot has any items in them, one or a full stack, and if this is clicked in or not. We can see here, with a full stack and one there, we've got a signal strength of 2. Even with just one item, that'll still be a signal strength of 2. We're looking for when it's completely full at a signal strength of 9, and specifically when it's going from 8 to 9. We can send the signal around pretty easily just by powering a block here and then sending it around through some dust. We don't want to power the comparator here on the side, so we'll just use a repeater to separate it, and a block that'll power the crafter, actually making the chest. We might want to send that into a chest. Droppers and crafters will send items directly into chests like this. So we might want to use something like that to get the items into there. If you have the comparator, we can just compare things. We can put another signal on the side and compare it with a signal strength of 9. You don't necessarily need to use a crafter, there's a lot of cheaper options, but this is just a quick way to get the signal strength of 9 there. So it'll be off unless it's 9 or higher, which means at a signal strength of 8, it won't be on, but once we get that 9th item in there, it'll turn on and craft the chest. So we can just put items up top here, and as they flow in, it'll craft more of them automatically. And that's pretty much the whole setup. You can put another chest on top of here to get more items flowing in too. But you also can put this into subtractor mode and subtract 8 from it instead, which does let you use a composter, which is a much cheaper option. You don't necessarily need to use a comparator here either, as long as there's a piece of dust here with that signal strength of 8. Because now it's subtracting 8. So when there's a signal strength of 8, we get 0, and when it gets fully powered, we just get a signal strength of 1 that sends it in there. But 1 or 9, the repeater will fully power it. Just be sure that whether you're working in subtractor mode or comparator mode, you have a signal strength of 8 or 9 respectively. Leave your Redstone questions in the comments, and subscribe for more daily tips. Join the Discord too to see when streams are, and to check out all kinds of updates, PsiVolt. Peace!